Oh man, he's going nuts.
When I get online, I'm feeling like something's not right.
Get it, Soda. Get it.
Get it, girl.
Aiming my shotgun and choose pure dust, man. This ain't fun. I know it's time to go. Dude's dodging shots like he's Neo. Whoa. Girl, look at my 4-bar. Girl, look at my 4-bar. Girl, look at my 4-bar. It don't count. Girl, look at my 4-bar. Girl, look at my 4-bar.
What is up, Team Legion? And then shooting everyone, but the kill cam doesn't show it. Show it. Show it. We're lagging and you know it. What is up, Laggin Out Legion? We are here. We're a little short this week. That's not a pun at Blacklight Oni, but
I'm always short. Short patience, short brain cells,
Temper.
short-sighted.
Hero will be back in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks. He's in an undisclosed top secret location. We cannot reveal where he is. It is super secret. We can't even talk about it. It's so secret we can't talk about it. We will get killed and get buried underneath of Giant Stadium if we talk about it.
Maybe.
So,
Allegedly.
yes. Jimmy Hoffa reference if no one gets it. There we go. How do I look tonight? Do I look good?
Beautiful.
Same as always.
Everything is
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Aw. You just call me handsome?
Hey, we all have good days. Sometimes we got to give out a compliment here and there to remind ourselves the world's not total shit.
Wow. Thank you for the compliment, Oni. I appreciate that very much. Ezreal, crayon eaters and window lickers gotta stick together. That's what Ezreal says. And then Oni
Because he said short fuse.
the short fuse. Oh, there it is. Good thing, short fuse. Okay, Mojo's here. Are you sure you're looking at Chieftain? LOL, just kidding.
Ooh.
What a burn from Mojo. Wow.
Damn.
That's a rare burn from her. We never get burns from Mojo's always very nice to me. I might have to be a little bit more heavy-handed with her in the chat. No. That's
Nice
not
is
what I
relative.
meant. Oh God. Glass cannon at a cannon event. Yes. Dark Nova Dragon is here. Tyrion Death is here. Wow. It's just accumulating of awesomeness within the chat today. Yeah. So, this is for the snowflakes. So let's do our PSA announcement.
Attention. The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of Lagging Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers.
Or your mom.
Viewer discretion is advised. If you're under 18, get the fuck out.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Natasha. Appreciate you.
What's up, man?
Magma Soldier or Soilder is here.
Yeah, apparently he was drunk when he wrote that. Trust me, the whole friend group, yeah, we all got him for that one. We're like, what the fuck? He's like, shut up, I was drunk.
He's a magma who soils himself. Okay.
Bruh.
We might have Eric July's illustrators actually draw your name literally into a character. That'd be hilarious.
Do it.
Don't forget, if you like our show, we've actually lost 3 followers. I don't know how that happened, but we're at 592 as far as followers are concerned. So make sure you bring your friends in, y'all, and make sure everyone follows. It's very important that we follow. Although I'm not sure if you guys heard this, but on Twitch, one of our friends who kicked the shit out of cancer 3 times, Pink. She's a partner, and she's like, I get no benefits from being partner. And
wow.
we get literally not you get some extra money. I think Gothix explained that a little bit too on the live last week. So
it depends on who you know, and a lot of it's just the political games that a lot of these companies play of nepotism at its peak. Who you know, not necessarily what you know. Now, don't get me wrong. networking is a powerful tool. Do not get me wrong. Absolutely powerful tool.
Yeah.
The problem is that when all it becomes is a show of what you're supposed to know instead of actually knowing what you know,
absolutely,
that's an issue. Your actions, your results should speak for themselves. It shouldn't just be like what colleges are doing right now. So, sorry, small spiel about that. It's a double-edged sword. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is. It's a part of the playing field, and it's why
that's horrible.
People skills are important. I'm not saying to have to like people. I'm not saying you have to be good at talking to people, but you should have the competency to do it.
Yeah, and bring people
because we'll
into the
talk about
chat.
that later.
Oh,
You have to
definitely
talk to
will.
people? That sucks.
Yeah, you
I
have
know,
to talk
right?
to people, Soda, 5 times a week.
Too many fucking times.
A captive, you have a captive
More like
audience.
talk at.
Yeah, more or less. If you guys want to tip us on PayPal, you can hit that QR code. I'm going to keep it on there for another 30 seconds or so. But that's chiefed in 30 seconds, so that means like 2 minutes. Just time how long Oni takes a breath between sentences, and that's probably going to be the time I switch it over. So she can hold her breath a long time. She should have been a pro swimmer.
No, I was an iron duck. I was an iron duck.
Let's do
I
the
can
time
swim.
warp again.
I can at least not drown. That's a it's a start, I guess.
Gonna get stuck in
But
people's
did you
head
die?
now.
I spelled everyone's name right. I just want to put it there.
Hooray!
Yay.
Hooray! Let's do the time warp again. Now
See?
shake it to the left. And then just like to the right. Anyone like that musical? Come on.
I did a whole thing on it, yeah.
You can actually check us out in all these: Kick, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, and Hero's Ass. If you can find him in his top secret location. Okay, with that all being said, and meanwhile, guess who shouldn't pet sit? I know who shouldn't cactus sit.
Or plant sit, period. What do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Plant sit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not.
He fucking melted. Yeah, that's what happens when you overwater a fucking succulent.
Yeah. Fair enough. I just thought it might be an excuse for the screen name.
No, unfortunately not.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, I mean, I'm not much of a grower of much anyways, aside from disdain, hatred. You know,
I'm not much of a grower either.
Well, you know, we can't all be gifted.
We all can't be giants.
Right.
No, that's why I had to be nerfed. That's why I'm barely 5 feet tall. I had to be nerfed somehow. Just if I were like 5'8", like the average woman is in America, be way too powerful. It'd be like, dang.
5'8".
Dang, you got to nerf her somehow.
Yeah.
Got it. Make her short.
Yeah, she's OP. Yeah.
OP.
She's OP.
Yeah, we couldn't have me min-maxing that early in life.
No. I actually used that term that you like to the coin all the time to my dad. I was taking my dad to Home Depot, which is like adult man Toys R Us, to get some propane. And we were talking about life, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to live that long. I'd rather just speed run life.
Wow.
Speed run it. It's like, and then I quoted Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Carl, and he goes, "Hey man, I'd rather burn out than fade away." So it's like I channeled my inner Oni the other day.
The Oni on your shoulder has spoken.
The Oni on your shoulder. It's like one is evil and the other one is more evil.
Less evil. It's either evil or eviler. There is it doesn't get better.
No, it's just a clusterfuck.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, there's no notes for this. No.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. We have the notes. We know the notes, right? Because we're prepared.
All right. I didn't open it. I have to open up my Discord. But yeah, Marvel VFX is actually unionizing, or they're
allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. This is exclusive to Lagging Out. You're not going to get this anywhere else because I pulled it straight from the Union LinkedIn account. and it hasn't even been reported in the news yet. So, as you know, we are the cutting edge of gaming and pop entertainment, pop culture entertainment. Yee? Did I hear a yee?
Yeet.
Yeah. So, I have some opinions on this, but I'm going to try to keep it under a reasonable time. So, this is straight from the union itself. It says visual effects, VFX crews at Marvel Studios have filed for unionization election with the National Labor Relations Board Monday. The move signals a major shift in the industry that has largely remained non-union since VFX was pioneered during the production of the first Star Wars in the 1970s. A supermajority of Marvel's more than 50 worker crew had signed authorization cards indicating they wish to be represented by the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. So, I'm glad and sad, and like I have a lot of mixed emotions about this, but I'll save mine for last if Soda wants to go first, followed by Oni. What do you guys think about this? Is it good? Is it bad? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm in between on this one.
Yeah,
so it's can be good or it can be bad, just like anything that unionizes. So, wait, what the fuck we gotta do?
right.
Well, I mean, we have to kind of like monitor it, I guess, the best way to see.
Regulation.
Yeah, like what? I mean, is it good for you? Is the question.
Right.
I mean,
So-
you as a person, you are a,
Yeah, but Oni's also in a similar field in a different department, obviously.
right.
But she might have a difference of opinion with me. So, Oni, what do you think?
The thing is that last I heard, Marvel and with that case Disney contracts out a lot of their work.
True.
So I would be curious to see some of the finer print in these papers, which obviously I'm not privy to, and I'm not saying I would be, but should
probably
it get
find
that
it.
far, should they want to, I would be curious because how long would it take for you to be part of the union? Because right now, obviously, dues, hours worked, the types
Right.
of jobs you can work to get certain benefits, it's supposed to protect and give people a cushion so they're not relying solely on their own pockets. But you're basically a freelance contractor with the union in the hopes that enough work opens up for you to
Right.
get a hold of those benefits. But you still have to pay dues into the union. So you still pay
Right.
them in order to get those benefits.
'Cause you-
So there's, given Disney's stance, given how Disney has operated, I don't think this will go well. And I don't say that to crush everybody's hopes. Regardless of what I think about the VFX unionizing, I think Disney would do whatever legal loop-de-loops and bullshit lawyer talk
Yeah.
to crush the unions.
I will break you.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's not like a the United Auto Workers Union, which is run by the Teamsters, I think.
He's somebody.
Like some guy screws in a side panel, he makes $45 an hour.
Right. Yeah.
This is a little bit different because if you want to use the Writers Guild as a caveat for the Visual Effects Guild, their visual effects stuff, comparing apples to apples, so to speak. Yes, there are dues to be paid, kind of like the SAG. My friend actually acted for SAG and lost money on the part because he got paid he got paid $600 a day, and it was like a $1,400 like
What?
SAG fee, so he lost $200 on the job for a show that he wrote on, and all he did was grunt and say one word. He was one of the lead writers on The Wizards of Waverly Place on Disney, and
Really?
he lost money on it. Yeah, he lost money on that.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So if that's the case with this, there's a lot of things to consider. Hold on.
Considering, $600 a day, like that's not,
it was like something crazy like that, or it's
not
like $1,800
pay.
total, and it was $600 a day. Yeah, it's not bad for like an hour of work. You mainly just remember when you're acting, you're sitting around. With visual effects, you're like go the whole time.
Always, yeah.
So the writers are a little bit more lax than
As long as they bring Marvel back to where it should be, I don't care what happens. So.
Yeah. I don't know how much they're asking for. So is it for junior artists, you make this much? For mid-level, is it this much? Senior soup, whatever. Like, there's got to be like a scale, right? Because not everyone's going to get paid the same.
Well, plus with unions, they could be like, okay, you have to have a master's, or you have to have 10 years in the field. You have to,
Yeah.
There's plenty of shit they can pull. So I don't.
Right. And I'm part of the visual effects, VES, Visual Effects Society. And we had like a regional, like Florida meeting with everybody in the Florida chapter, but only like 30 of us showed up. But I was there, and they were talking about that briefly. We're trying to get stuff here, but I'm in a right to work state, but I'm assuming this is for California residents or people working in California, which I could understand because everything is crazy, freaking expensive there. So I can understand, like, like the union can be good, but the union can also like suck
you,
because if you like if you go on strike, you have to go on strike, otherwise you're a strike, otherwise you're a scab, right? So there is that problem, and
there could be people going into the union that, because of certain stipulations, might have to start lower than where they were in the first place. So.
Yeah, that could be it as well. So there's a lot of pros and cons here, and I'm not sure.
We'd have to see like all the basically, like Oni said, we'd have to see the paperwork.
Yeah, I on paper it looks good, and I'm for it, but
Pedo Joe, what?
Who's Pedo Joe? Who's he talking about?
You?
No.
I was just kidding.
That's fucked up, dude.
I know.
Gonna get canceled.
Okay.
First clip of the night calling me Pedo Joe. There we go. I was betting dimes and donuts Oni was going to drop a bomb early, but I was switching out my shots too much. I couldn't find the 3-shot Twitch clip, and I was like, oh, there it is. Too late.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll come up with a whole bunch of ones there.
Yeah, so, the night is still young.
Yes, it is.
So
I have a feeling it's going to be a short show, but that's okay too. Because we actually have a lot of special stuff. If you guys are reading the crawler on the top, those are the topics that we're talking about. I'm Chieftain. Below me is Blacklight Oni, and below her is the one and only Soda Pop, the only host that runs at 60 frames a second. I forgot to do the intros earlier, but those are our intros here. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
We're getting old. You have to forgive us
I'm
sometimes.
old.
Well, Oni's not, but
I got an ice pack on my back right now. So
she's almost.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I have crutches. You can't see them. They're behind the they're behind my I had to turn that. They're behind this. I have crutches there next to my bed just in case I can't walk in the morning.
My brother does
that. I was going to say, I'm like, did you get a case of gout again, or is it just?
It's just there
your
for
body
emergencies.
Fair.
You go to Derek, my brother's house, Psycho, if you want his screen name, he has canes hidden all over the house in case he can't make it from one place to it. That's from his years at Walmart. That's how fucked up. Oh
God.
Actually, I like canes. I think they're really cool, not just accessory, but a subtle defense tool, we'll call it.
Let's say you'd have to have one with a gun or a sword or knife.
You could, or you could just use a regular cane. I mean, it's a stick. And
right.
Because when I first started working at this place where I'm at right now, I started having foot problems. And I'm not a doctor. I don't work in the medical field. Obviously, my bedside manner would be horrible. It's like, you can either take the medicine now.
You're gonna die.
You can either take the medicine as prescribed, or I will force it into your body as prescribed.
And I could see that. I could see only.
Yeah, I would not
take your fucking medicine.
I can make this a very, very uncomfortable hospital visit for you.
They would make one of those movies after, one of the the nurses.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I was starting to have foot problems, and being very specific about my symptoms, I figured maybe you should invest in some insoles because you have high arches and you're wearing shoes that don't really have high arches. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I was taught how to destroy people, not how to fix them.
I think
so,
I have a visualization of the Joker dressed as a nurse and Oni right next to him, and thinking I'm taking the fucking Joker in that situation right there.
You mean the Joker who was leaving the hospital in the Dark Knight as it blows up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would too. I'd trust him more than me. But I had to use a cane to walk around.
I can feel your smile there.
Pretty much. But I had to use a cane to walk around while I broke in the insoles. And because, when it comes to certain injuries, yes, some injuries happen, snap of a finger. Mm-hmm. But some injuries, if they're based on excessive use or wear or tear, they're not just going to go away overnight. You have to ease back into it. And certain injuries, especially with foot problems, goes from your feet to your ankles, to your knees, to your hips, to your back, all the way up.
To the front, to the front, to the butt, to the now slide, baby, slide.
Or if you're really unlucky, depending on the type of injury, the muscle can tear on the tendon so hard it actually rips off the bone. That's not something you want to have happen.
My brother had his quadricep tear off his leg. He had to get it reattached.
And then didn't he get into a car accident?
Yeah, 6 months before that.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, he got T-boned because he had right of way, and an ambulance blew through the light and put on the lights after it blew through the light.
Of course it did.
Wow.
And it was caught on camera that it was illegal on the because the lights weren't on.
I'd be rich.
Yeah. So it totaled his car. He had a Ford Fusion hybrid, and then he just totally went to the Nissan Titan, big red truck. He's like, "Fuck this hybrid bullshit. I'm going.
Wow.
I'm going full alpha male." Yeah, but the way he tore his leg is that a football player sideswiped him when he was reffing, and like it was already 80% torn, and they tore it completely off. They had to carry him off the field and have emergency surgery.
Really, Marines don't have medics? I didn't know.
Nope, Marines do not have medics.
Wow, you go
you're in the field, you fucking die. That's it. You're done.
No, that's not how it works. So let me explain real quick. Marines have, we get trained in first aid, to abstain the death sentence.
Mm-hmm.
To prolong it.
Because we're a department of the Navy. Guess who our medics are since we're a department of the Navy?
Marines use Navy Corps then.
Exactly. Corpsman, by the way. He spelled corpsman. Also
Corpsman?
Accurate, because when you go to Navy Medical, it's a coin toss. They're either going to fix you up or they're just going to say Motrin and water.
I was going to say, candy. How's that work out?
Right.
There's a reason why Marines don't really trust medical personnel. It's because of that shit.
Like, take your mouth and go on.
I don't have.
Rub some dirt.
I did not. Good. I didn't get out with any major injuries. Okay.
Nothing physical.
He said, "Dumbass,
maybe
got shot." Wow.
Well, here's the thing. Within my first year, there was something going on with one of my legs, where I would just get this really sharp pain, and it wouldn't go away for a period of time or whatever.
It wasn't growing pains. That's for fucking sure.
Wow.
No, but it wouldn't go away. It was recurring every once in a while, but eventually it went away. No thanks to Navy Medical. And yes, they did scans. But now, and I swear it's not because I'm getting older, sometimes I'll twist my leg a certain way, and it just has this really sharp sudden pain that makes me stop what I'm doing. Like, oh shit, ow!
Oh,
What the
that's
fuck?
probably the tracker they put in.
Right?
No, because I've never had major surgery outside of getting my wisdom teeth removed.
We will find you.
Still butthurt about that. And Magma, when it comes to the Marines getting shot, one, for starters, capitalize Marines. We capitalize the M in Marines, okay? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Two,
yeah, how dare you?
No, it's not about dumbass don't get shot. It's more like, haha, he didn't shoot enough. Still alive. Let me at him. Let me at him, boss. So, anyways, back to the topic. Sorry, wow, I'm.
No, that's fine.
It's been a week.
Yeah. Oh, what a surprise! Oni had a bad week.
It's not that it was a bad week, okay? It's not that it was a bad week.
We're going to try to make your day better tonight, Oni.
It was a very long week. I took last weekend to try to rest.
I mean, there's no.
And I was getting better because I caught a cold.
You should have a wonderful night. No hero. You should have a wonderful night.
I worked so much. I think I undid all that rest and relaxation I did, and I have more work to try to help out with now. My supervisor did say, "Do not overwork yourself," and I'm like, thinking to myself, "But I can't."
Like telling somebody.
That's
like telling
that's
some
impossible.
Not to breathe.
Right.
But
like, don't breathe, Oni.
I worked at least 2 12-hour days this week, and I think 2 or 3 9-hour days. I was trying to cut back to like 8.5 or so, but this project was physically large, as in like one of the points on this project was 60 inches tall. So physically maneuvering this thing is, it was difficult, and it was double knit. Okay, double knit is not forgiving.
It wasn't $700 on Amazon, was it?
Oh hell no! No, this thing is way more. But
so it is inflatable sex doll fetishes.
No. I thought,
no.
It was probably worse than that.
Somebody clip that.
I thought you were there when we were talking about the $700 thing on Amazon.
That's oh yeah, I remember that. But that's gotta be a pain in the ass to move around though, Oni. It's just trying to like move that as a bitch. Yeah, that's
the thing with certain shapes, especially how big some of them get. Because it was like just tall at one point. This was an asymmetrical. It was asymmetrical. Tall at the tallest point, but it was like 21 inches wide at the narrowest. Kind of like it had almost an hourglass figure. So that cinched area came into like a 21-inch square, but because it was again 60 inches tall in certain areas, and it was off kilter, and you don't want to scuff it because it's double knit, and double knit is not forgiving because it stretches, and if it's printed, it can fray. Okay. You don't want to do that. There was a lot, so it looked good. I'm glad. It better have fucking looked good, given all the work I put into it. It better look good, okay?
It better look good.
But I am so fucking tired, and I just want to fucking die, and I just want to craft or do something.
You want to edit some of the clips tomorrow for me,
right?
If you don't have to sleep, you can sleep when you're dead, right?
It's about how my life's going.
That's the big sleep.
That's the big sleep. I don't know what I was doing in this clip, but it was taken last week.
Dancing?
I don't know what I was doing, but I thought it was like I was editing. I'm like, oh, let me screen capture this and put it in Discord. Badger.
I have a really good one.
I hear screaming in the background.
Let's do it this way to make it interesting. Whoever captions that the best gets a free sub. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Best caption.
So start writing. Let's start writing.
The Great Kazoo just wrote camping.
You do better than that.
I looks like I got a double chin there. But like.
Got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Wow, my beard is more fuller this week for some reason.
More fuller. Okay.
More fuller.
Look,
more full.
titties, their soda's sweet.
I have titties. There's sodas.
I have chippy titties.
Oh my god.
This guy on YouTube I watched, his wife gave him a tattoo and put chippy tits right under his tit.
My god. If you guys are new, we are Lagging Out Live. I'm Chief, and below me is Blacklight Oni. She is in hell. And on the top left-hand corner actually says welcome to hell on her image. And the only host that runs at 60 frames a second, he is Soda Pop.
Actually gets to talk a little bit this week. Yay! See why I bring in the big bucks.
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm actually interested about this.
I am too.
I don't know a lot about it just from what you guys are talking about, but
Scooby-Doo, where are you in Springtrapped? AI voice acting gone wrong? Yeah?
We'll let Oni give the breakdown, then we'll
the Oni breakdown.
Okay. Follow up.
No.
Very interested.
There was a chap who made this Fanimation Scooby-Doo Springtrapped. Basically, Scooby-Doo with Five Nights at Freddy's. And
okay.
Young guy is 23 years old. Okay? 23 years old. Did all the animations himself.
Wow.
Now, again, private project. He was not, he was just doing this for fun.
Right.
Well, like most visual medias, he wanted to add an audio aspect to it. Voices, as we commonly call them. Well, he did Scooby. I mean, it's kind of the showman. The show's got his name on it, but he didn't feel he could do well enough for the other voices.
Right.
So, mulling about, thinking about it, he decided to take the chance with AI. Even with everything going on. Now, he did not go to, from what I heard, he did not go to AI because it was there. He went to it because he wasn't going to be able to do the voices of Velma or Daphne, and he didn't feel comfortable enough doing Shaggy or Freddy. But it's a tool and it's there. So the AI took audio clips from the original voice actors from the voice lines that they did.
Okay.
So we're talking old school Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, wow.
And put that to this. So then he released it, and apparently it became a hit. Because, Five Nights at Freddy's is always a popular topic, especially with the young kids, for whatever reason. But Scooby-Doo is just awesome, okay? And not only that, a young guy was doing all this by himself. So you'd think this would be a recipe for success.
Right.
And in terms of views, it was. The only problem was some people decided to take jabs in ways and at certain points that I don't think showed their character very well. One of them was an animator, or he's a storyboard artist and writer. Oh my goodness, I know his name is Jay, but I don't remember his last name. It's not Leno, by the way. Don't think about it. So, and he said, basically, when people rely on AI, they're cheapening their craft. They don't have respect for it.
Yeah.
And
wow,
I feel like that was unfair because this young man is barely starting out the gate. He was using the tool as it was intended for once. You hear all these times of, people using AI to mimic other people so they can to make pornos, to
Elvis sing Barbie Girl.
Yeah, but he decided to do something fun, not for profit and not to denigrate the craft. But he knew he wasn't a voice actor. He wasn't going to go out there and call himself a voice actor.
Is this the actual work back here?
I'm sorry?
Is this the actual work on the slide that we're looking at?
I think so.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. And stop motion's a real bitch to do.
Right. That's
it's a straightforward animation. You make a mistake, you're fucked.
Yeah, so, and then that fur, like if you fuck up fur in
God.
rendering, has
it
anybody
looks
seen
like
the
horrible like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? I'm sorry, Oni.
The bloopers to Shrek when they fucked up Donkey?
Oh yeah.
It has a charm to it because there's a lot of detail that goes into it. It's not generally cost effective, but it does bring a love to it that a lot of people see, whether they understand it exactly or not. But the gentleman who made that comment to the creator of Springtrap,
he should eat a
did
bag of dicks.
Apologize.
He did apologize.
He apologized, and I appreciate that because it's easy when you've been there, done that. You are in.
That's a t-shirt.
You're in the shows. You do these things for a living. In a way, you've made it.
Yeah.
He hasn't. He's trying to get there. Oh, Great Gazoo. So they were complaining about the use of AI. So with the gentleman, Mr. J, who's a screenwriter and does a lot of other storyboarding and stuff, he was complaining because he feels AI cheapens the craft and makes it useless, that you don't have respect for it if you use it. But the young man used it as it was intended.
A few of the voices.
Yes and no. He used AI to generate voices from the original Hanna-Barbera cast for this animation because he is obviously not an animator, or not a voice actor. He's an animator.
Yeah.
But he was not
something on this. Like Oni, like this could have went really good or really south really quickly, and it didn't go either way. Like
especially with AI,
love this and like they hire him on like as an animator, or they could say, "Oh, you're degrading the craft," and just totally bury the kid before he even gets started in the industry. And it looks like he kind of came out winning a little bit, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but there's a little bit of another layer. The current voice actress of Daphne. The current voice actress of Daphne.
Yeah.
Utterly slammed him, saying, "I would never work for you. I will put your name on blacklists everywhere I go. I will tell everyone not to work with you."
The Hanna-Barbera one or the one from?
No, the current voice actress.
From
then
Velma?
She can go fuck herself.
Well, and Mojo, you are absolutely right. Because anyone who is skilled and knows they're skilled at their craft knows how important reference is to your craft. Yeah. Not just looking at the pictures, looking at the photos, but looking at the physical thing. So you're not just replicating something, you are referencing it. So instead of looking at the David by Donatello,
right?
You're looking at another, let's say, about the same age, same build, young man, and using that to reference it. But then you're also looking at how Donatello got there. So then you can see how other artists got there.
Well, I refuse to be entertained by this cartoon, and I'm deeply offended.
Well, Great Gazoo, it gets better because
sarcasm. I love it.
Oh, I know. The young man apologized to her, and really the internet at large, saying he never meant offense. He just was hoping to have voices in the animation because he's not a voice actor and he's young. He doesn't have a lot of those connections.
Plus, he doesn't have the money to pay voice actors, so she should go fuck herself.
So a lot of folks did say, "Hey, look, I would be happy to voice act for you for free, so you don't have to worry about this."
Cool.
Or, "Hey, can we dub this for you?" Or, "Hey, I know someone, we can get this done for free." Well,
kind of like what we do.
She doubled down. She said, I appreciate you apologizing, but, and then went on her spiel. And the thing is the issue I have with it is you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I have a problem with AI when people do not state that they are using artificial intelligence. I understand it is a tool.
This is probably the one.
And like any other tool, you can use it for the appropriate purpose, such as this, or you could use it for an inappropriate purpose, such as deep fakes of porn.
He was using it as
intended.
Or your schoolwork. Yes, that's actually happening now in college levels. I can tell you, it's happening.
I have no idea why, and now the AI is now referencing itself, and is actually getting worse, which is fucking hilarious. But he was doing the best he could.
It's
and instead of uplifting and instead of uplifting him, they're shitting on him. They're the ones in the industry. He's trying to get his foot in the door.
Right.
He outright said he used AI voice.
Right.
Some of the Dungeons and Dragons artists didn't admit it until it came out that, oh yeah, I used AI in my art. Hey, Wizards of the Coast, did you know about that? They claimed they didn't. Apparently,
they did.
This artist is known for using AI, but whatever. They want to waste their money and crash and burn. That's their prerogative.
Yeah.
But
and there she is squeezing in Wizards of the Coast again.
Hey, look, companies doing shit jobs. I'm going to call you out. I have no sympathy for people who refuse to learn from past mistakes, especially when they keep getting beat over the head with it. Like, you will fucking learn today. Apparently not.
You will learn.
So I feel like he got a lot of shit for no reason. I think he got a lot of shit for no reason. He was using it as a tool. He was not trying to say, oh, I'm a voice actor. He said, I voiced Scooby and I used AI for the rest of them because I liked the old voices better, but obviously I don't have their numbers.
Zoinks,
so I did the best I could. But instead of going, hey, I don't know if I really can get behind your AI voice use, but I would voice act those lines so you don't have to use the AI voice. You could have done that. But instead you're saying, I will blacklist you before you've even gotten out of the gate. I despise you. When
she needs to get kicked in her box.
I agree.
I just...
Not Oni, the voice actor, just to be clear.
No, if she's not typically like that, she might want to figure that out. Because that is not showing your best self. That is showing that you...
She thinks her shit
you
don't
think
stink.
lowly of other people.
Well, she thinks lowly of herself, and she thinks her shit don't stink. I'm a voice actor in Hollywood. I'm awesome. I'm gonna step on the little guy. That's the MO now. She forgets how hard it was to get started. Like, this guy is doing. This is more or less fan art. This is fan art.
It is.
So
it's a love letter to Scooby Doo. Like, Scooby Doo's been around for generations. My dad loves Scooby Doo.
I'd hire him.
Okay.
She could have had her.
Yeah.
Had it to her. We don't know. So.
And the thing is that
what?
I'll be that one. I have no idea when the last time she voiced, like, when her first role for Daphne was.
She should be fired. She won't, though.
Well, here's my thing. When was the last time anyone enjoyed a Scooby Doo movie or TV show?
I liked Velma.
Yeah, you're the only one who does.
I know, but still.
You're the only one who saw it and has a valid opinion on it.
Right, but that's why I'm trying to figure out. Like, is this that Velma or is this the one that does the normal Scooby-Doo? Because that makes a big difference. Is the
Indian lady, right? That did the latest one. That's not her. It's the other Velma.
Right, but didn't she say it wasn't Velma? It was what's her face?
Daphne.
Oh, Daphne. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, Daphne.
Because Daphne's a totally different person.
My dick joke.
Because if it's her,
sorry, I get them confused. I get the name.
No, you're good.
Mindy Kaling. Let me Google
Mindy Kaling. Yeah, that's the Indian lady. She's fucking funny though.
Let me see.
I don't think it was her. It was. I don't know. Like, stay in your fucking lane. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, they gave it a 1.3. That's horrible.
A 1.3 for what?
That's the rating
for this.
For no, not this one. Velma.
Oh,
you bunch of fucking. I thought.
So you're
great.
in the minority, Soda.
Well, these I'm assuming are those fuckheads that watched the first episode like Hero and didn't finish watching it. So.
Oh,
but who played? Daphne played by Constance Wu.
But he can't defend himself.
So I don't. She's Daphne and Velma, so it can't be her, right?
No.
It was Gray Delisle. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's Delisle.
Okay, so it's from like normal Scooby Doo stuff. That makes more sense.
Okay,
still.
So I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. The first role she had in voiceovers. Now, whether or not this is probably not a whole list, but I'm just looking at the animated ones. First one listed was Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase. The second one in terms...
I don't.
Yes, I do. There was a video game of it also. The second one of Scooby Doo that shows up is Scooby Doo and the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though.
Zoinks!
No. The big one everyone, of course, remembers, and trust me, we loved, for as scary as it was, Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island.
I remember that one.
That was a good Scooby-Doo movie. Fucking creepy, fucking good, and let's be honest. You either wanted to date or you wanted to be one of the Hex Girls. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. They were cool. They had some great characters in that movie. The animation was fantastic. It was awesome.
I like the cartoons from the 60s where they did like the special ones with like the Harlem Globetrotters and Batman and Robin. That's like my favorites. Like that goes back though. That goes a little bit further back. But they had like those specialty ones in there. It's like, oh, like Dick Van Dyke is here. No one knows who Dick Van Dyke is, but
yes.
Well, we have a smart. We people know who they are. Knew who he is. But they had like I loved all the specialty ones. I didn't really like the one-off movies as much as I did like the regular television show. Not the What's New Scooby-Doo. What's New Scooby-Doo? I hate this fucking song. Can someone shoot me in the face? No, the old one. I like the old one with the bats and stuff like that. I like that one. That's my favorite. What about Polly?
Polly from Rocky?
Polly Morris?
Oh, no. He's talking about like a polyamorous relationship where you can be the Hex Girls and romance the Hex Girls. He's wanting to go all the side quests with Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay, Tear and Death. I got you. And to answer your question, yes, the flex on them is 100,000K now. Also, the cowboy hat is more expensive. And the Mutamouth for 7 minutes is less expensive. It's only 500 bits opposed to 950.
Blame Biden.
So that one's also less expensive. Also, if you put exclamation point sounds, you can see what sounds you guys can play in the chat and ones that subscribers can play. I forgot to mention that. Like I did that 3 years ago.
Hang on, what was it? You said exclamation point
sounds.
I think. There it is. Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those. I forgot they were there. Hey everybody, we're all gonna get laid. That's a subscriber one. Fat chicks we love to, and subscribers have the AC/DC one. Cowboy hot chief. Fuck you, dude. He had it. I gotta make it like 18,000. I made it so high so they wouldn't use it.
I tip my hat to you, good sir. Madison.
I'm gonna try to fit because Oni, I actually pulled Kid Rock's Cowboy. I'm a cowboy. Like I want it to like when someone does the redeemed cowboy.
That shit.
Yeah, but it's the only song I could think that had the cowboy. Like it's just like 7 seconds.
What about Ghost Riders?
What about it?
Ghost Riders in the Sky by Johnny Cash. Come on. In the original Ghost Rider movie, when you had the original Ghost Rider put on his Stetson and then his whole head and the horse catch on fire, that was fucking amazing. The only time I'd wear a cowboy hat, I'd cosplay that shit.
I vaguely remember that.
Cool. That was like the coolest scene in the movie.
So cool.
Blues Brothers?
Yeah. Oh, and then the tip of donations thing drops right below it.
Right.
Awesome.
Give us some money.
Whee!
You know, hey guys, you know what we haven't done in a while?
A soda six pack.
That and
Oh, purple person.
Purple person.
Okay, good. Someone found out the name because I can't spell to save my life.
Wrong one.
Goodness gracious. She's never going to want to join us again.
I was just like scripping through Twitch, and I know Soto and I like kind of look for people and like talk about, like, hey, look at this person. And there was one that we looked at. I'm like, holy shit, Soto, look at this woman's boobs. They were like super they were like triple G's. They're like ridiculously huge. I'm like, oh my god, like I gotta show this to Soda. And I'm like, this lady had really like Dolly Parton boobs, and
Scary.
They were like be really cool if you had Hot Wheels and you were like going up hills and down hills. You could like use like massive. And I'm like, oh my god, she was pretty chill, but I'm like, oh my god, she was showing them off, and God bless her for doing it. But I'm like, whoa, like
too big.
There are big boobs, and then there's like a little bit over the top. But we were looking at so Nova Hates Video Games was another one that we looked at.
That was awesome.
And her name is Nova Sucks at Video Games. That's what it was. And we were looking at that, and she doesn't suck. She was actually pretty funny. But getting really triggered at the same time. So I was like, nah, we can't do her, because she was like, I was like, are you bullying me? I'm like, no, his name is Nova.
Yeah, we're trolling you. We wouldn't made a name just to troll.
Right. Oh, I also remember Scooby-Doo and the 13 Ghosts. So we picked this young lady. She is fucking funny, dude. She is so funny, and I got her permission, so we're not gonna get canceled and all that shit. So she actually gave me this photo to use. So her name is Mystic, and she's gonna be part of our shout out today. She's really fucking funny, and she engages. Like, you always want to, when you're watching people, you want to see people that are engaging in their chat and just having a good time playing what they want to play, because you can tell when streamers play things that they don't want to play. It really shows.
Yeah.
Right, Tyrann Death? I'm just kidding. He likes what he plays.
He just doesn't talk.
He just doesn't speak. Like, there's a Twitch clip button. Try using it. Just saying. Anyways, that's Tyrann Death. But yeah, here's a quote that she I pulled from her site that she said, oh, there's a grammatical error there. Fuck. All right. Call me Mystic or Ari. Either work. I'm an old man who loves to play games, watch anime, and collect plushies. I'm a retired professional dancer and can cook a mean Italian food, which was a plus for me. I like to play and have fun and incite chaos from time to time. Let's make trouble and join the Mayhem family.
Wait,
she's hilarious.
Is she a man?
She's going to be. I don't know if she's going to be in here or not, but
it says I'm an old man.
Yeah, she's not an old. No, she's not an old man. She acts like an old man, is what she means.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
She's not really an old man. No, no, she's like, I don't know, from the picture, I guess in her 20s.
She's associating as 60.
Yeah, I guess she identifies as a 50-year-old male. I don't know.
Sweet. So like,
she's got like a quirky sense of humor, but she doesn't know her Roman numerals. But because when I was talking to her in chat, you can check her out at twitch.com/mystic and mayhem, and let her know that Lagging Out gave her that shout out. But she's really funny. Like, she's laughing the whole time, and like everyone's cracking jokes, and she's cracking back, and she's playing the game, and she's engaged with all the people that were in the chat. She's like really, I would say, a positive streamer. She says, I'm not a positive streamer. What are you talking about, Chief? I'm like, I'm not positive. I'm like, you're funny. You're not being a bitch. So she's like, I guess that's true.
Law.
Insight is, I don't know. Like, that's what she wrote. That's the way she had it. I pulled it from her Twitch channel. So, and you notice I didn't use, I used different fonts because Soda was always telling me I always use Impact font. So I used a different font. Is that better? Is that font better?
Looks like you used italics in her name, which is not proper, but yeah, it's okay.
Where? Oh, on the top here? Yeah.
Welcome, Mystic. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to put that back. But anyways, 2 font minimum. If my students are in here, 2 font minimum. Don't go 3.
Try not to. You can
try not
bold
to.
one of your fonts, or whatever you want with it. But...
which is what I did here. I embolded the fonts, but that's the only way you can do it. That's the rule. So be sure to check her out. I guess you can actually, Mystic and Mayhem. I'll just leave it on there for. But we haven't done these in a while, because
Twitter.
Haven't had time, but but she's a really cool person, and she cooks Italian food, so I might have to have her send me some like Italian food. I don't know. That was not a red flag, but what would you call that? Like a highlight
for you? Yes. Well,
she's like Italian. I'm like Italian. Too, so. You can cook Italian. You're cool. All right. You're on the good side.
Well, why are they purple?
A red flag would be a bad thing. That would be what people call a green flag.
Was Gazoo not around during our purple thing? I don't think.
What's that?
Well, Gazoo said, but why are they purple? But I'm guessing he wasn't
enter
around.
The purple people. Okay, it means like enter the purple people because when you're on Twitch, the logo is purple, so I call people on Twitch purple people. Sorry, that's a great question. Like, I forgot Gazoo hasn't seen that before. But yeah, I should have explained that to the new viewers. Yeah, purple people is Twitch shout outs. So Twitch colors are purple, basically.
Correct.
But yeah. Make sure you check her out to let her know that Lagging Out Legion sent you. And I don't know when she does stuff. So, but check her out. Just follow her. And she's good people. Maybe we'll have her on the show after we have Rogue Penguin on. Rogue Penguin.
If we can ever get her on.
Yeah, we got to get... Because she has she works in retail, so she has a floating schedule. So it's a little harder for people that have that. I fucking hate that schedule. I couldn't go back to that.
I'm so sorry she has to work retail. I've only worked retail for like 8 months of my life. I thought that was going to be the shortest time I ever had a job. I was wrong.
I only did it a couple of years, and yeah, I agree.
I learned how to engage with people a little bit better in retail, which actually helped me with my teaching and teaching in front of people. So I mean, I always try to like learn something, even if it's a menial job like that. I'm like, okay, that's how we do that. Oh, trivia, 2 soft topics in a row. I love it. Makes my job a whole lot easier. So trivia this week. Since we were talking about in Five Nights at Freddy, the purple guy became who? A. Mangle. B. Friendly Phase Bear.
Oh my gosh.
Or C. Or is that Fazbear?
Freddy Fazbear.
Freddy Fazbear. I never watched it. Or C. Springtrap.
It's a game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Really?
Five Nights at Freddy's came out around 2013, so... Then they made books.
That's why.
I never played it.
I never played it either, but I watched a lot of the lore videos. I read into the stories. So, yeah.
I'm sorry if it was too fucking obvious for you, Dark Pilgrim Dragon.
Oh, right.
So fucking obvious. I'll make them harder. It'll make you fucking cry. I'll make these things so hard.
Well, since no one got my favorite color last week, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, I should have.
What's the current poll? The purple guy. Oh, okay. That's the trivia question. Okay.
Well, I mean, Nova kind of like, it's too fucking obvious, so everybody knows.
Right. Yeah.
Unless he's tricking you. Maybe.
Right. Maybe. Also, another thing we've done this 3 in a row, 3 weeks in a row. This is unbelievable. This is ridiculous. We actually have a soda 6-pack.
Oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
You're gonna actually be able to speak.
And doing it early.
What? Doing it early? Yeah, I rearranged it a little bit.
Fuck, my
the soda 6-pack. Do you still have that trench coat? Look like fucking Matrix and shit in that photo.
Oh yeah, I do. I have that. Yes. We will be working on a animation for me, guys. We worked on everybody else's first, so that's why it is not done yet. Are you gonna actually play the trailer? Or you just want me to jump right in?
Yeah, I'm playing it now.
Right. You guys have never watched the fucking Diablo trailer or any kind of Diablo cinematics. They are freaking amazing. If Blizzard gets anything right, it's their fucking cinematics.
Oh, that's cool.
Can your shadow be our light?
That's an actual spell in the game, by the way. So is that?
Will you fight the darkness?
Please, Emmett her.
Barbarian. The hottest demon in game, Lilith.
So what was the what's the whole context here?
All right, so basically,
trailer.
I don't know why there's no. I think she just put it in there so we'd have something to watch. So.
Oh, okay.
So basically, Blizzard screwed the pooch again. Go figure, right? So they were just getting people back into playing Diablo after all their fuck ups, and actually, the game is really getting taken over by, of course, Baldur's Gate right now, but it was a bad time to come out. So hold on, let me pull up the where is it? Fuck. So basically what happened this week, actually it was last week, there was an auction on a website that wasn't Blizzard, of course, because Blizzard doesn't have any trading, like auction houses like PoE or any of that stuff. Somebody spent 30 billion gold on a bow. Now it was a perfect bow and it was, 1 in a million, but nobody theoretically should have that much gold on them. Like the game hasn't been out long enough. So there was a dupe going on, as every Diablo game seems to fucking have one for some reason. So
what's that mean?
Where you dupe your gold.
Oh,
like
okay.
Duplicate. We call them dupes, but
okay.
And it's basically Diablo 2. It was just a normal thing. And Diablo 1. Of course, they fixed a lot of that shit, but this shouldn't be happening in 2023. But apparently, it was super simple. People were just trading their gold, disconnecting, logging back in, and they had the gold still in the inventory. So that's when Blizzard was like, oh, hey. No, 30 billion. Not 30 million, 30 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 billion. Yeah, sorry. Let me rephrase that. So, like I said, nobody really should have that kind of money unless you're doing something shady, buying it, even at, I think it's $2 per 2 million. So you can figure out how much it would cost for 30 billion. So Blizzard, flagged that, of course, and they banned trading for a couple of days. And now there's not a lot of shit you can trade in compared to like Diablo 2. You basically can trade gold, common items, magic items, golds, elixirs, etc. So when this bow came up on auction, they were like, that shouldn't have happened. And that's when they found the exploit. And they started throwing the ban hammer down on everybody. So a lot of people got pissed at that, and they're already in kind of a in-between state, with just players in general, because there's a lot of games blowing them out of the water, for a AAA company. They screwed the pooch, but it isn't, new, but I think they rushed it out the door still. But yeah, this thing sold for 30 billion. And that's kind of, I guess it's kind of a good thing because it stopped them from doing the fucking dupe, right? So, but yeah, that's pretty much the drama this week at Diablo. So I don't know if you guys, I think Oni's played some Diablo, right? So.
I played Diablo 3 around 2013, 2014.
Okay.
For PlayStation 3, I only played it through the storyline. I have the disc, but this was before Reaper of Souls came out. I was playing it strictly to play with someone who wanted to play it. I found the storyline to be dry and painful as fuck.
I love the stories. Always have.
Here's the thing. He played a demon hunter. I played wizard.
Right.
I had better shit everywhere, and I kept fucking dying.
Yeah, that's how that works.
And, well, the thing is that I was told, you just suck at the game because Wizard was completely OP. But then I had a friend who said, no, Wizard before Reaper of Souls was utterly nerfed. So I don't know who to believe.
Honestly, Wizards had a glitch that nobody found out about for a long time that they could go invincible. So
yeah, but you had to basically like do all these different things. But I was, again, on PlayStation 3 without Reaper of Souls. This is just the flat game.
Right.
I was just playing it, and I would have better stats in like everything except maybe one or two, have better gear, and I would die constantly, even if he had more enemies near him.
There was some brutality at the beginning, but at least gold at that point meant something. Gold right now in Diablo 4 doesn't really mean shit. Like,
well, didn't Diablo 3 also have an auction house issue?
They did.
Like, didn't they like shut it down completely because it was some dumb shit that happened?
Well, the whole thing, there was two that it never really came out why, but one was Blizzard decided, oh, we had to pay taxes on that money.
What?
Oh my god!
And then the other one was the actual mafia, the alleged whatever, were using it to launder money. Yeah, because there was no, you could put a ring up there for $30,000, somebody could buy it, and there you go, $30,000 laundered right there, like.
Okay, I mean, if that's true, whatever mafia member figured that one out, come on,
But
you have to at least respect the knowledge behind that one.
If anybody's hardcore, like played Diablo their whole life, like me, Diablo 2 is still the best. I know you haven't. Chief, sorry, but
from what I've heard, yeah,
that's the whole point. Diablo 2 is still more popular because you can still trade shit, and they're talking about bringing stuff back from Diablo 2. But to me, that should have been implemented in the game. Like, we're Diablo fans. We're not just they're going out and trying to find the new ones on the PlayStation, and they're supposed to be. Nobody's found the new Cal level, but yeah, that's my issue with it. I mean, if they don't fix it by the time Path to Exile 2 comes out, they're going to lose everybody, in my opinion. So.
Because wasn't there also news about them banning people for using exploits and shit also?
Yeah, that was
Diablo 4?
Yeah, that was this one, the gold exploit. They were banning people.
Oh, okay. So it was all wrapped into, it was just one giant thing.
Yeah, after I read into it, it was a giant, like I said, mess up. Jeez. Of course, I think they kind of threatened, hey, don't do this. And then they shut off trading until they fixed it. But the damage was done. Just good thing, like they said, there's no real economy, and gold doesn't mean that much other than apparently a $30 billion bow. But that's when they were like, hey, nobody should have that kind of fucking.
That was probably just like one of those traps to catch somebody.
It could have been, but the dupe was like so stupid.
Oh.
It's like I could walk up to Joe, put all my gold in his inventory, basically Alt F4, log back in the game. He'd have all my gold, but I still have all my gold. And then they just continue to do it over and over and over again. Like, how do you not see that shit in, like I said, 2023? Like, in a game that's online.
They're having issues with Overwatch too, so it doesn't really surprise me that there would be some sort of bleed into even Diablo 4. I mean, this is not me being happy about that, okay? I don't like hearing when people are disappointed in a product, especially a product they've spent money on. Mm-hmm. In this economy, money going towards something that is not a necessity, kind of a big deal. If if certain parts of the game are inaccessible now, but you're still paying full price essentially, that's an issue.
Well, the good thing is, when they came out and was like, hey, we're going to do seasons. So if something like this does fuck up, there'll just be a new season and it'll be a new, basically wipe your character anyway and start over. So that is kind of the good.
Sorry, continue.
No, I was going to say that's kind of the good part about seasons. So a lot of people hate them. I love them. I love starting over, but some people don't because it's like they're trying to go after less. I don't want to say hardcore because I'm not a hardcore player.
Committed players.
Yeah, the people that are used to putting hours and hours into the game to get what they want.
Grinding.
And they're trying to make it so simple, but yet you still can't get fucking items. And I don't know what Blizzard was thinking. I don't know why they just don't hire the guy who made Diablo 2. If you guys don't know, the guy that made Diablo 2 went on to make the Marvel ARPG, which was amazing. And then, of course, Disney bought Marvel and jacked his prices up, and he couldn't afford it, and he shut down. So I don't know why they just don't go get him. He made one of the best games ever.
Get him and a guy from Scooby Doo, you're good to go.
Right?
Because he's too expensive. They don't want to pay for good shit. They just want to keep bashing their head against a rock, hoping and praying that their customers are too stupid to figure this out.
Well, that's another thing.
Don't respect their clients.
They put out we're hiring for a game,
right?
Somebody to come in and take over the game. Like,
what's up, chaos?
It's fucking crazy. So yeah, Blizzard, I don't know what the fuck they think sometimes, but I also think it has to do with, hey, we want to put it on the PlayStation, we want to put it on the Xbox, the console. Like, Diablo is not a console game. Like, even when Hemi was playing, we're like, Hemi, you can't play it on console. Like, that's fucking, it's not meant to be played on console. So anything they fix on the PC, they got to fix, and sooner or later, PlayStations only have so much room, they're going to fill up the hard drive. So you're going to blame who? But anyway, that's kind of what in the news in Diablo this week. So
do.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm still playing, but most people, there's a lot of, it's like sometimes you go in a game and go into a worldwide event and there's like 5 people there when there's usually like 20 to 30.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So.
Let's go back to Destiny 2.
I'm going to BOE.
Oh, don't. There's no point.
Fix it, so.
Has Blizzard considered, because I think it's sort of how Square Enix does things, well, when they didn't suck. They had films. They had cinematic full-length films. Why doesn't Blizzard put money to that? I mean, you had from Square Enix Final Fantasy VII Advent Children,
right?
Some of which look so realistic you'd forget that they're computer generated. You had I don't know who did this, so but don't quote me on this one. But
with their shit.
Dragon Age had a movie based on Cassandra before Dragon Age Inquisition.
Well, honestly, Odie, if you took every cinematic from Diablo 4, it's a 3.5 hour movie. So.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Get a Netflix series of that shit. People would fucking watch that.
Oh, I would.
But why don't they have a cinematic division where they?
That's a good question because
they don't put it in games. They just release it as a cinematic for themselves.
A lot of Diablo lore. I mean, the lore of Diablo is 20 plus years old. Like
they outsource those things.
Yeah, I know some of them do, but I mean, because kind of like Marvel with contracts, but it still has Blizzard's name on it.
Right.
True. Good question.
That's a question you should write to them and go, hey, idiots, why don't you do this?
They wouldn't fucking listen to me.
I mean, like I said, their cinematics or some of their, like, you can always count no matter how bad a Blizzard game fucking sucks, their cinematics are always amazing. So
Yeah, I felt like that with the Knights of the Old Republic, like the cinematics there.
yeah.
Or
But that was still a good game, right?
Yeah, and also the original Warcraft cinematics.
Right. Even that, yeah, going back that far was like, holy shit.
Like that stuff, like the blood in the water and how it dissipates, like even back then, that's ridiculous.
Diablo 1, Diablo 2, a lot of World of Warcraft, their cinematics are amazing. Like, yeah, Gazoo, I agree. Like, they usually made you say, holy shit. Like,
and now, like, the Unreal Engine is so ridiculous. Like, they make the lighting and the texturing there is so good that you can put like 3D clouds in there and then put like the sun behind it and make it look like it's shooting through the clouds and there's depth to the clouds.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts. I'm not sure if you saw that, Soda.
Yeah, I did. I've been watching it. I've been following LinkedIn. It and looking at all that shit. It's gonna be crazy. A computer prior is what I'm gonna call it.
Right? It's like you're gonna need like dual like 4070s to get that shit. Welcome to Lagging Out, guys. This is Blacklight Oni is to your left. I am Chieftain. I'm in the middle, and the only host that runs at 60 frames a second is Soda Pop. We were doing his segment called Soda Six Pack, on which we were talking about Diablo's latest news. Don't forget to hit that follow button. You don't have to necessarily have to tip, although we do like the biddies, but we love the follows as well. Also, you can play sounds if you're a follower.
Give us some fucking
money. And if you tip over 5 tokens, you dance on somebody's face. So meaning that like the Soda Studio 51 animation plays, and it's really funny. Especially when we're talking and I'm right in the middle of a narrative and then someone pops like a 5-bit. I'm like, fuck. What was I talking about again? But yeah, welcome to the insanity. So yeah. Oh, it's not working with Gazoo.
What the?
How come?
Give it a second.
Is it not working?
Oh crap.
Does it only work with followers? Or sub?
It's sound.
Is it sound or sounds?
Sounds. You got to put the S.
I'm double checking.
Okay, it's working for Soda.
There
Works
okay,
for
I
me.
guess it's only working for.
I don't know if he put sound or sounds. No, he put sound.
It works for sounds with the S plural.
It doesn't look like it's working with regular people in the chat.
Is it only for mods or something?
End.
Subscriber, Ezreal, try it.
Does it work? No, it should work for everybody.
We'll have to figure that out, everybody. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, that's weird because I thought I fixed that.
It looks like only mods can sounds. Yeah, that's what Sir Kalis just said. I can confirm that. Yeah, it's only mods right now.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I'll fix that later. My apologies, guys. I'm just trying to get the bugs out of there. That's my fault.
Damn
I'll try to fix that for next time. Yeah. I'll go look inside of Twitch because usually it'll play it. It'll do it. I'm not sure if the sound will actually play now. Now I'm kind of curious if I hit get muted bit. Yeah.
Mod me.
Easy fix mod me.
Yeah. But thanks everybody for listening to my Diablo rant this week. So
yay.
We'll go ahead and move on with the show.
I demand an apology, Tor. You will not get one, Gazoo. No suit for you. Thank you to our boosters, Soda, Hypernova, The Mariner, Ezreal, Stormwell Song Prophet, and Tyrann Death. Thank you so much for boosting our Discord Nitro. There's funny sound effects in there that actually work because I didn't do it, so you know it's done right. But yeah, you might want to check it out there as well. There's different ones in there. Is there lots of Rick and Morty stuff there? And just a friendly reminder, make sure you check us out on Kick, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or formerly X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, and all that stuff. Doubt Chief. How dare you, Ezreal?
Dare you.
And every time you hang out with Ezreal in the chat, it looks like his camera is a mile away from his desk. So You can see his entire room if you check out the camera there when we're hanging out in chat.
Well, I mean, in a way, we can see your entire room. I've heard it's a pretty small thing, too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what she said.
Yep.
You guys are over there on that TV right there.
Hi.
Hi, world. You don't have a camera. They can't see you.
TED Talk. He's 6-pack.
TED Talk. I mean 6-pack. Okay, so what's the next topic? Oh, here's one that we added at the last minute. Oni, we forgot to mention this, but I'm not sure if you heard about the news about the guy.
I have.
The blind side.
That he wasn't adopted. It was a conservatorship.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
If it's true. This is all alleged, remember. This isn't.
All alleged, yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to throw shit out there that hasn't been proven yet, but, you know.
Contra buttocks.
Some people are like, oh, he just needed money. But then some people are like, he signed his rights away when he thought he was getting adopted. And it's a big fucking mess right now. So
It's yeah. And he's suing?
Yeah.
Is he suing his parents? Or
Yeah, he is. He claims he never made a dime off the movie because they basically pulled the WWE on him, took his rights to his name and everything. They just took it all. So yeah, so what the fuck? If it's true, like this is, a lot of people are saying he spent all his money because he did play in the NFL. He had a good living and he's broke now. And for you guys don't know, this kid was basically, he grew up on the streets. He slept at his friend's house, and obviously he was a very talented young man. So the lady playing Sandra Bullock basically knew they could get him. He was going to the NFL. So they kind of adopted him, but apparently didn't adopt him. It was kind of like, they brought him in. They still apparently took care of him. So I'm kind of
Bobby Orr.
Is
that his name?
I believe that doesn't sound right. He played for the Ravens.
That's a hockey player, isn't it?
Yeah.
Completely different sport.
The show was amazing, but Sandra Bullock made the show, so
movie, yeah.
The movie, yeah. But we're still reading it. Me and my brother were talking about it. Like, this happens a lot when rich people run out of money and they go back to so we'll have to see how it plays out in court. Or I'm guessing he's probably just wanting heard they didn't adopt. Yeah. They did a lot of shady shit apparently, but they also, if they took care of him through whatever years, he was having all them issues because he didn't know his parents and is it worth it?
Basically illiterate, so them calling him that was adoption papers, isn't that considered entrapment or something like that? I don't know. I'm not a Twitch lawyer, so I have no idea, Mojo. It's a great question. I don't have an answer to that. I'm not sure if it's a rhetorical question or not. But imagine being rich yet being poor in manners and in social skills. Well,
yeah, I mean, he grew up on the street.
We don't know the whole story, guys. So
he grew up on the street. We're talking about people that already had money, had already, they were a big part of the community, big part
they were
of
boosters and shit.
Yeah, alumni. They were,
Oh, it wasn't rhetorical. Okay.
So it's kind of like if you could adopt a kid, you knew it was going to be the next Aaron Judge, just like Aaron Judge adopted parents did. But of course, they probably didn't know he was going to be, a superstar. But you could tell this kid was going to be a superstar if you watch it, just highlights. Like he would literally carry people off the field and throw them over fences, because he was just that crazy. But
yeah,
he was a badass. He went to the NFL, and they kind of rode on him,
I don't know. Like you're painting it the picture like they knew he was going to be a superstar, but usually in the movie it says, "Hey, like they're giving this kid a chance. You're part of the family." So they made it sound like it wasn't like that. So
right, that's what he's coming out and saying it wasn't like. But you made I mean, this movie's what, a good 10 years old. So
I think it's closer to 15.
Yeah, you're probably right. But like I said, it was a very, oh my God, this is great. They did this for this kid. They took him off the streets, gave him a house, adopted him. And if they didn't do that, they're gonna look like two giant fucking assholes. So,
and they're gonna have to like give him money that he'll probably
yeah,
because anyway.
They probably made it. The Blind Side made a shit ton of money. That's actually
Did she get an Academy Award for it?
She did, yeah. Blind Side.
Well, it's not Sandra Bullock's fault. I mean,
no, it's not her fault. No, not at all.
She's just playing a character, but fucked up. If it's what he says, half of it's true. That's sad.
All right, the movie made over $300 million.
Oh, okay.
Who profited from him?
Hollywood's amazing.
Michael Lewis.
They gave Sandra Bullock boobs in these photos. It's just
Michael Lewis is his name. He played for the Ravens.
Okay.
So
yeah, I know he played for the Ravens.
And like I said, the story's changed quite a few times just what me and Derek were looking at this week. So
Derek is Soda's brother, by the way, guys.
Yeah. No One Involved saw millions. Apparently there was a book too.
I really liked the movie though, so all is good.
It was a great movie, but I love anything with Sandra Bullock. So
yeah, so do I. Miss Congeniality 2, like it.
Anything with Bullock, yeah. I didn't watch the one where they were blind or whatever.
I liked the movie, and you guys might laugh, so prepare yourselves.
Okay, I'm getting my clip ready button.
Practical Magic.
I love Practical Magic.
I don't remember seeing that.
Where they were dancing in the kitchen. Oh yeah.
So basically, they're witches. The whole town knows they're witches. Sandra Bullock plays the older sister.
Oh, I think
I think it's Nicole Kidman plays the younger sister.
Yeah.
And long story short, there's a curse. If they fall in love, the Death Watch beetle will start singing when their love dies or is going to die. And so it's always been two sisters, and that's how it's always been. And Sandra Bullock's character winds up becoming a widow with two girls. And her younger sister is off living a very, fast life.
Crazy life, yeah.
Party girl. And Sandra Bullock's character, of course, being so heartbroken, wants to use the one forbidden spell.
Yeah.
But her aunts tell her, as much as we love you, we will not allow you to cast it. And it's a spell of resurrection, because they said it will not bring your husband back. It will bring back something evil, something vile,
right?
Something so wicked. All we ask is don't ever cast that spell. So she didn't. But the younger sister goes through something traumatic and kills her boyfriend. Or he dies or something. And so the younger sister... she killed him because he was abusive. But she goes to undo it. She goes to her older sister and is like, "Hey, I need your help. You're the only one who I can count on to do this." And they do cast the spell. And then they kill him again.
Yeah.
But of course, because he was possessed by something not human, it takes a while to do it. But I loved that movie. I thought it was very cute.
We all liked that movie. You were so worried about us not liking the movie. And we like that movie. Nicole Kidman's in it too. How can you not like that movie?
Two of the hottest.
Well, because
back in the day.
Yeah.
It was
Give us some fucking...
in a way, I guess it's kind of a chick flick. And
get it. So
I know some folks find chick flicks weird. I still think 13 Going on 30 was a very cute movie.
I did too. There's must be something wrong with me.
So Practical Magic was also such. I don't know how popular that movie was. My references for movies, I don't know.
So I did pull up a little bit more information on this when we get to Noni.
I'm sorry?
I pulled up a little more information on the whole Blind Side situation here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, because I've heard no actual paperwork.
So apparently, they received $350,000 from the movie, but they were supposed to get royalty checks. The agent and the young man and the family. They were all supposed to get the royalty checks. Apparently, they stopped sending the royalty checks to Lewis, the actual football player, and somehow they got deposited into Sandra Bullock's character's son's account. So there's some money flowing.
How did that happen?
There's a paper trail somewhere. So.
And they didn't give it to him. That's fucked up. That's interesting.
Apparently his agent had something to do with it. So that's a good thing about agents. They'll screw you. If they put money in their pocket, they'll screw you. So.
Yeah, they Jerry Maguire your ass. Bob Sugar.
But for a $300 million plus movie, plus the book sales, and he only got 200,000 between him and his agent. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
We'll have to. I'll keep an update on this.
It was very charming. That is a pun. I'm not sure if that was
shit, yeah, it is. Nope. See, it's so subliminal at this point. It's
just
I just do it instinctively.
It's like tying your shoes or wiping your ass. It just comes out. You don't even think about it.
So we'll have to keep track on this over the next couple of weeks. See what happens. Yeah. And Sandra Bullock, we love you. You want to come on our show, please?
Yeah. Not Jesse James, but you. You can come on.
Because I remember some of the roles, the smaller roles that she had that I really liked too, like Practical Magic. That was when she was still kind of getting out there as an actress.
Demolition Man. Come on.
I remember some of the other roles.
She was Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
I still remember. He's like, let's have sex.
Speed?
And he's like, what?
Speed?
Like, here, put this on. It's like, this is how you have sex now?
yeah, like the goggles and shit. Yeah,
yeah, like the virtual VR.
Yeah, it's like, what is this shit?
Yeah, that was great.
That was on TV the other day, Oni. That's the only reason why I know Sandra Bullock was in there. And I'm like, it was on. Like, oh, fuck. Is that Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, she was like,
Love Potion
she idolized
him.
him.
She's in that too.
I think she idolized him. That's why when she got to work with him, she was all happy.
Yeah, they had a crush on each other.
Another movie I really liked her in, because I thought it was a great movie as well. Again, another chick flick. Terribly sorry. The Lake House.
I heard of The Lake House. I don't think I ever saw it.
Had Keanu Reeves. Long story short.
Oh,
The Lake House.
The mailbox and stuff. Like it would go back to. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
I've watched that. Now I'm gay. Thanks.
I thought it was really good.
Wrong with that.
I thought it was really good.
I don't think it was a bad movie.
Very complex characters.
If it has Bullock in it, I forgive you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ryan Reynolds. Well,
Ryan Reynolds, please come on the show. Mint Mobile.
We'll all use your phones.
We'll use your phones. We'll give you a free plug with our viewers that are all over the country. Go ahead, Oni.
So, like with the Lake House, all the characters are very complex. I thought it was very well done, in my opinion. And the fact that they never really fully explain how everything happens, I think that it does. It's better when they don't fully explain it.
Yeah, a little bit of mystery.
They just they let things kind of run parallel for a while, and then they'll intersect at very particular points. I thought it was just really well done. Again, because early 2000s, I think, had a lot of movies that were coming out that
Family Guy made fun of that.
Right.
Well, of course, but even with the early 2000s,
put his thing in the mailbox. He's like, "Oh, I got a sausage delivery today." But yeah, go ahead, Oni.
So like early 2000s, they had a lot of movies that no matter how happy or sad they were really into dissecting the human condition.
Right.
Because the Lake House went into detail about, yes, these two different people, but they're two different lives, about can you love someone if you've never really met them before? The complex family relationships. A house that is both beautiful but so isolated. you also had like Under the Tuscan Sun, which was a fantastic movie.
I did mention Speed.
Oh yes, because wait a second.
Speed earlier.
Wasn't Keanu Reeves also in that movie?
Yes, he was. The first one.
Wait, so how many movies of Speed did they make?
3.
Why?
Exactly.
That's like making 3 Taken movies. No one is stupid enough to do that shit. So 3 fucking times. First time, yeah, you're asking for.
I feel
Second
the same
time
way about Saw movies.
Speaking of, they got a new one coming out.
Why?
Yeah, there's no reason to have 3 of those.
Saw 10. It's a prequel.
Oh, it's okay. There were like what 8 Puppet Master movies.
Saw
Hellraiser movies.
Yeah.
Saw's one of those ones like we're not making another. We're not making another, and then they just fucking keep making it.
They just kept doing it. I mean, didn't they make a show based off the Saw universe called Spiral?
Yeah, that was.
And it had Chris Rock.
He wrote it. He was a big Saw fan. He wrote that movie. Yeah.
How was it? Like, was
movies.
I've never watched it. I just saw some of the trailers, like, and some of the stuff on YouTube. But I do want to watch it. But it was about the Jigsaw killer again, because that's what Saw is.
Lake House is a prequel to John Wick 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Long.
Actually, from what I've heard, John Wick 5 is going to be about world building in the John Wick universe, which to me sounds really weird.
I never saw one of those movies.
I haven't either.
I saw the first one. I actually bought it for my dad.
All of us.
No, not even close. I bought it for my dad, the first one. This was like 2014. Yeah. I'm like, John Wick, that sounds pretty cool. So we all sit down and watch, and we're like, that was a good fucking movie. What we didn't expect was that there were going to be 2, 3, and 4, let alone 5. Look, I have no hand in it. I don't know. They already did comic books, and I thought they did a TV show or 2. I don't know why. And with all due respect, if you're going to do world building, you should do that early on in the series, not later in the series. So
they're Marvel Phase 4 doing it. All right.
Yeah,
who would win in a fight, Ethan Hawke or John Wick? I mean,
who the fuck is Ethan Hawke?
Ethan Hunt. Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible.
Who the fuck is that? Oh,
Tom Cruise's character.
John Reeves. Absolutely John Wick, because I fucking hate Tom Cruise. But also a couple of other reasons. If you're going to be doing Mission Impossible, you're going to be having other team members work with you and for you. John Wick had to generally do things solo or rely on old connections, and he knows how to.
A celebrity. He's an actor. I meant Ethan Hunt, just so the chat knows. He was in that movie where the whole world are vampires, and there's only a few humans in the world, and they need the humans' blood to live. Like, he was in one of those movies. He was also in Ghost Knight.
What the fuck is Ghost Knight?
He's the bad guy. Ghost Knight, a Marvel character? Am I saying that right?
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Thank you.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Moon Knight. It's a character that I don't know that well. Moon Knight.
It's a pretty niche character. It's a very niche character.
But he was in Moon Knight. Too. Sorry, guys. Moon Knight.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Now I know who the fuck you're talking about.
Thank you, Tyr and Death. He was in Daybreakers. That was with all the vampires. Thank you. Yeah, you get the bell for that. Yeah, watch that movie. Like, just watch it and don't worry about like suspend your period of belief and watch that movie. It's pretty interesting. I really like that movie, Daybreakers. It's really a niche film, but it's pretty fun to watch. But yeah, he's in that Marvel show as well. He plays the bad guy.
He plays a good bad guy.
Yeah, he does. You don't think he would, but he does. But yeah, John Wick would beat all those characters, I think, from what I've heard. So yeah. if you guys don't want to watch a 4-hour podcast or a 2-hour podcast, you guys could watch our Twitch clips on TikTok under Laggin_Out. And I was having a discussion, a spirited discussion on what a podcast is. And no, podcasts don't have video in them, Chieftain. I'm like, yeah, they do. I've been doing one for 13 years. I kind of know. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, podcasts can be audio, or they could be audio and video. Joe Rogan has a podcast. He's got a camera. Ben Shapiro
shows a lot of video.
Has a podcast, and it's on video. Crowder got a podcast, and it's on video. So it's not just audio. What do you guys think? Does a podcast need to be video and audio, or just audio? Because I was told that the term evolved. I don't know. What does everyone think?
I think if Joe Rogan wants to sponsor us, he can.
Yeah, and send us some Alpha Brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get those fucking advertisements all the time. Alpha Brain, it changes your life. You take this pill and you can work out like you're 20. Yeah.
Yeah, that and all the other shit he's on.
Yeah. Try the steroids I'm on. That's why I get big muscles.
I mean, they tried to say, hey,
I'm
you ever
kidding.
gonna you're gonna fight anybody? Because he's jacked, and he's like, no, I'm on too many steroids. I mean, he came out and said it.
God.
He's like, I couldn't pass a drug test.
Hey, at least he's honest.
Oh, he's very honest. Yeah.
I'm concerned. As far as I can't read that. As far as I'm concerned, it could be either or, whatever works for the broadcasters. Yeah. Okay.
Also true.
This sounds like a sore spot, Chief. You okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Somebody got him pissed, apparently, somewhere.
Yeah, someone got me triggered the other day. And then I was on someone's TikTok live, and I was talking about a topic that we don't talk about here. And apparently when you're on someone else's TikTok live, you can get paid. So like after the live went down, it's like, you made 2 cents. I'm like, someone tip me 2 cents for calling someone a fucking idiot and do their research.
Yep.
I go, I'm going to do this more often. Ain't yelling people.
They wanted your 2 cents about it.
I guess. I was like, I didn't know, because like I'm just a little box in the right hand corner on a on a phone.
Don't die.
Excuse me.
Don't die. Die slower.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Oni. All right. So would you win? Who would win? Jean Reno as Leon or versus Timothy Oliphant as Agent 47? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know who they are. I know who Agent 47 is. That's Hitman, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going to go with Agent 47.
Good
Apparently
question.
they paid you overtime, Chief. Penny for your thoughts.
Yeah, they did.
Wait, have you never seen the movie The Professional? Yes, I have. I've seen. Oh, that's who you're talking about? Oh, okay. Ooh, I'm still going with Agent 47. Yeah, I've seen The Professional. Professional's old. That's when I can't remember her name. I can see her face, but she played the female, played the little girl in that, and she was the Padme.
Oh,
What's her name?
Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman. Yeah. Now that's one of Natalie Portman's first roles. I think she was 12. She was in The Professional. Well, I'm pretty sure Leon died. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure he died. He was a little bit older though too. So. Oh, someone already meme bombed me. All right. Someone wrote, "I pooped today."
Yay!
I wonder who said that.
Yeah. That's an inside joke. We had a meeting where like there was a little kid in the background, and he went up to his mom and was like, "I farted and then I pooped myself." And then like this is like right in the middle of a business meeting, and we're just like, we all sat there like, okay. So
I saw
it was just you shit talking.
No, I thought it was an adult who said it. and she said I farted and I shit myself. So either we were both like listening to something different or heard something different because we wanted to.
I heard something different than you did, but I thought it was I thought it was someone's child that was like on the Zoom call. But I was just like, oh, that's kind of uncomfortable for that person.
Yeah. It was awkward.
Yeah, he did, but to kill the bad guy that he was paid to kill by the girl. Oh, okay. I don't remember the whole premise of the story, but okay. I'll take your word for it. Meanwhile, I like Grosse Point Blank. Yeah, that's pretty good too.
That's a good romantic comedy. It's got everything you need. Romance and killing. Good shit.
I just like
also a great soundtrack.
For Roppel Michael. I'll kill anybody.
A psycho
Pets,
kills
women, kids. I'll kill them all.
A psycho kills for no reason. I kill for money. That didn't sound right. Also, it had Dan Aykroyd in it.
Is that Steve Martin?
Yep.
That sounds like a Steve Martin line
you
delivered there. Yeah.
No, not Steve Martin. No, that was John Cusack. John Cusack plays the lead.
Okay.
Martin Blank. Dan Aykroyd is in it, though. He plays the main antagonist. Plays a great psycho.
Yeah, you could relate that.
Anyways.
Do it.
Yes. So don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
And
don't
TSG
shit where you eat.
is a financier. TSG is a financier.
New topic.
And has been for many, many years. They used to finance, especially for 20th Century Fox, but I guess at some point that I don't remember when the fuck this happened. Disney bought 20th Century Fox. Don't know when that happened, but apparently they did. So TSG still finances a lot of movies and shows, many of which are for Disney. Some of which you probably fucking remember. The problem is that apparently TSG feels they've been gypped out of a lot of fucking money.
Wah.
And, well, you say wah until you hear about the numbers of how much they've been gypped and how far back this goes and in the ways that they have had it happen. So, according to TSG, and they are suing in the Los Angeles County court system. So they're apparently willing to put money on the line for this. So we'll see. I don't even know if I can go through every little thing. I'm sure there will be more that is exposed. But from what I've heard so far.
Random, eh?
Give us some fucking money.
Yeet.
The Shape of Water.
Avatar for 5 minutes. Random.
With The Shape of Water, they helped finance The Shape of Water, but Disney undercut them and basically played some legal footsie games to like undersell or like undercut TSG's financial backing so they wouldn't get some of that money back, even though The Shape of Water did very well. With Avatar: The Way of Water, a coincidence that both these movies have water as a main theme. Okay, we're gonna let that go. TSG alleges that they basically haven't been paid a certain amount of money, like $40 million, from what I've heard, at least. Now, yes, to a group like TSG, probably not a big deal. It's the fact that Disney keeps not paying them. Disney keeps going to TSG looking for backers for their movies, but they won't pay TSG their due. They will either change. They will break contract, which that's in the allegations, is that Disney has broken contract by not following the fucking contract. They are not just flat out not paying everything that TSG has invested or said that they should, the cut that they deserve. With all these issues Disney has been having allegedly regarding studios, regarding movies, regarding writers. Sorry, I got loud outside for a second. Or even just paying people that you borrow money from. That's not a good look. I don't know how any of your shareholders are not currently on the phone with you going, are you serious? Are you biting the hand let's put this in a more personal aspect. Let's say I asked to borrow money from Chieftain to pay a bill. If it's agreed upon, especially in writing, that I will pay that back with interest, and it's not paid with interest, that's an issue. That's an issue because I've broken a contract, but also I have broken his trust because he's not going to believe I will ever pay that money back. And that's an issue. That's money that could have gone to something else. But I still had the gall to ask him for money.
I know somebody like that.
That's entitled behavior. That's not good. When you bring it in with companies, it doesn't get better. When it comes to companies, you've got so many other layers going on. For starters, you've got your shareholders, you've got your investors, you've got the actual people on the ground that need to, feed their families, feed themselves. But you won't fucking pay the people you borrow money from. You need them. You're willing to ask them for money, but
Garbage
you won't.
human.
Oh no!
But you won't fucking pay them. That is some entitled bullshit behavior. That shit pisses me off. That really grates on my singular nerve.
Emotional damage.
All that tells me is that you're willing to use someone and throw them away. Well, guess what? The money bag is going to wind up getting real close. They're going to stop being open to you. So it would not surprise me at all if Disney winds up getting cut off from CSG. I hope they win the legal lawsuit if it's all true. Oh yeah,
they're suing the board of directors in Orlando here. That was on a crawler I was watching on the news. So they're hurting for money. Their numbers are down at all their parks. No one's going to their movies.
Yeah, because that's just
kind
expensive.
of crumbling within. What's that?
Because it's expensive.
It is.
And
it used to be able to go, and now it's a luxury to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
Kind of like buying a house. It's like the mortgage payments are going to 8%. I'm so glad I'm not purchasing a house anytime soon. I'm just going to save. But I feel bad for the people that have to buy a house now because it's like, I'm getting off subject, but going back to Disney.
Well, actually, I could bring a note on that one, though, on the house buying thing.
Sure.
If you get your rates locked in, that's one thing. And depending on the type of loan you get, it can change it. Mine was locked in like a month ago. Funny thing is, because of what's been going on, this is not on me. My shit was taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This was on the seller's side. They didn't fill out the paperwork soon enough or on time or answer questions like they should have. So my team just said, look, we're going to get an extension to make sure your rates don't change because they increased. So if you want that same rate, which of course you do, it's lower, we need to get an extension. Well, to do the initial paperwork was just under $500.
Wow.
The extension wound up being over 600, and they put that bill on the seller. They put that bill on the seller because they're like, it's because of you that this had to be extended, so you should cover that. So cheers to my loan team and my realty team, because I mean, they were totally fucking right. But it's funny that the seller has to pay seller had to pay a bigger bill for the extension that they caused than I paid just to get the paperwork done the first time.
That's crazy.
So
Disney fills up too much paperwork because they're losing so much money.
Right?
Disney's trying to pull all sorts of shit that they don't even know their ass from their front end. They need to stop.
Ass from their elbows.
Yeah. So, and Tear Death, thank you. I do appreciate that. I'm partly why I'm so stressed. But yeah, no, Disney is. And the thing is that, look, I love taking shit on people. I love talking smack.
You do?
I know, right?
That's fucking spoiler.
But I don't.
Shit talker.
I don't take joy knowing that people are setting themselves up for failure.
Yes, you do.
And Disney has done nothing but set themselves up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
They are screwing over everybody, thinking that they're going to get one up on the man, whoever the man is, whether it's taxes or the government or even their customers. But the thing is that
WWE chick that's known as the man. Becky
Lynch. But they don't realize that you can be in the right legally, but everyone hates you, and so they won't do business with you.
What's up, guys? This is Lagging Out Live. I'm Chieftain. Right below me is Blacklight Oni, and right below her is Soda Pop, the only host that runs at 60 frames a second. He's the killer clown from outer space and the resident psycho. We're talking about Disney and how they fuck everything up. So don't forget to hit that follow button. So that way we can get into at least 600, where we should be at 60,000, but I don't know why we're only at 600 followers. So welcome to the madness.
Start small.
Go ahead, Oni.
Start small. Work our way up.
Yep. Working my way up to you, babe.
Oh no.
But it's like we're seeing it with gaming companies, like most of the AAA titles. We're seeing it with movies. We're seeing it with a lot of big companies. You can make the quote smart business decisions, but the way you're treating everybody is making people not want to do business with you. They don't understand that people watch them. I mean, I saw, apparently there's commercials out. You've probably seen them for the new Modern Warfare 2. It has a slowed down, more orchestral version of Don't Fear the Reaper, originally done by Blue Oyster Cult.
Or Bell.
Too much information.
Thing is, I don't know what they're trying to do with that game. I mean, I think this is the first Call of Duty game, I think, in 2 years, because if I recall, they had to take a break last year.
No, 2 years. They released one last year.
Oh, they did. Okay.
The one before that
every
one,
other
they took
year.
a break.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I wonder how many people actually plan on pre-ordering, let alone buying that game.
I will never pre-order a Call of Duty game ever again.
Exactly. Like, what's the point? Their servers aren't going to play right.
Right. They always like, you get 5 days early access, and the servers are down all 5 of those days.
I have to work those 5 days, so it don't matter. You're done with COD games? Fine. I'll play by myself.
I agree with that, bro.
It's wrong. I guess I'm going to play by myself.
That's what she said.
All day long.
That's also what she said.
It doesn't matter because Natural's like, I carry you anyway when you play.
I mean, it's kind of true.
Hey, I'm a comedic streamer. I'm not a skills-based streamer when I play Call of Duty. I make fun of other people for being good. Like, get a life, virgin. Or get out of your mom's basement. They're like, oh, I'm in Texas. We don't have basements or whatever.
That is true. Maybe up
limestone,
north,
right?
That was a level of weird culture shock for me. I'm used to places that don't have basements.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because, well, they flood. But now I'm in a place where, well, you know, if a tornado goes by, you're going to want to be in the basement. So I'm like, this is weird. Now. I mean, not every house I've seen has had basements, but a lot of them do. Some of them are scary, though.
Yeah, that's why it sucks. I'm the same way. I grew up with basements and moved to Texas. I'm like, where's the basement? We don't have basements here. What the fuck? If you're also right. You know, North Texas does have tornadoes. That's the fucked up thing. You have nowhere to go.
Where do you go?
I miss basements because basements are always cold. And, you know.
Like your heart?
Sometimes.
Hey, he has a good heart.
Sometimes.
Oni just gave another compliment out. That's 2.
It's because Hero's not here.
Ouch.
Wow. He's not even here to defend himself. That's fucked up, dude.
He should be watching, supporting.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Should be interesting. Please be safe. Seriously, be safe.
Oh, yeah, your state. Yeah. From what I saw, it's only going to be 50-mile-per-hour winds where you live, Ghost. It's gonna hit the Yucatan a little, like, but by the time it gets to you guys, you're just gonna have mudslides, so you're fine.
They could supposed to
just gonna have mudslides.
Mm-hmm. Just mudslides. That's it.
It'll just wash away the homeless people.
Here's the thing: mudslides are still fucking devastating.
Yeah.
Especially with how badly maintained that land is.
That's
with that much rain, that amount of force behind me. Some people forget the forces of nature. Mudslides are fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like an avalanche. People, you think, oh, it's just snow. It's just hundreds, if not thousands of pounds of snow going X amount miles an hour.
We're going live
down a mountain
Oni from Maui. So how's the weather out there, Maui? How's the weather out there,
Maui?
It looks hot as hell.
Oh, geez, there's some shit going on with that situation. I really worry for the people there.
She's right in the middle of it right there. She's like reporting live from Maui.
No, I'm not. But no, I mean, I'm sure you've probably heard. There's word that the government is looking to buy land from the devastated areas, which
$700
would directly impact people who don't have homes anymore. There's word that the alarms never sounded.
Yeah. Well, the reason why is because when those alarms sound, they're for tsunamis. So
yes.
If people hear that alarm, they're going to run into the woods and burn themselves. They're not going to run into the water. That's what the argument was.
Well, here's the thing,
some people that were defending not sending out the alarms because people are trained there to go into higher land when they hear that alarm.
Yeah.
Yes, but I find it hard to believe that they don't have another alarm system of some sort.
Right.
Which just sounds really suspicious that you don't have an alarm for whatever reason, but now you're saying, well, the land's devastated, the government will buy it back.
The whole reason why the fire is because there was some sort of lightning strike or something like that, but they weren't cleaning the underbrush in the woods. Like California has all these fires and blame it on quote unquote climate change, but they're not good stewards of their land. So if they just like listened to the natives there that have been there for thousands of years, they would know how to control burns, because I'm sure the native Hawaiians, before we bought that land and made it a state, would know that this was 100% avoidable. Like every forest fire in California was 100%
Well, according to Mojo,
we don't have that here anymore.
According to Mojo, it was a downed power line during high winds.
That's what it was. Thank you. It was a downed power line. She's right.
And she said, that's not an excuse. I grew up in tsunami regions, and we used that alarm for all services.
Okay.
We also had a broadcast that went with sirens. So
Someone was like fighting with somebody online with that. They were saying they would run into the fire, and then the guy goes, "Why would you run into a fire when you see it?" And I'm like,
"Yeah." So
I'm taking Mojo's side on this. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, that's fine. I find a lot of it really suspicious, and
peace, nerds.
The thing is that especially with even the little information I know of regarding Hawaii and the people who actually live there, very suspicious. Very coincidentally suspicious.
No, I'm not saying that you're dumb. I'm just saying that like that's what they were saying in the chat that I was listening to. Like
no, it's very weird.
I'm not saying that they're dumb. That person was saying that they were dumb, in not so many words. But I was defending you guys.
Oh, you're good, Mojo. You're good.
You're good, Mojo.
It boggles the mind that a major event has happened that has devastated these people, and somehow it's the regular everyday people's fault. Like how is it their fault? They were the ones trying to help each other out during this major event when it seems like the government has failed them at every step.
Oh yeah.
Again, and especially with the history between Hawaii and the American government,
right,
hasn't been very good. So
no,
the least America should be doing is, if you can't give money, as corny as it sounds, sometimes just keeping people in your heart, in your mind, or if you know someone, just sharing, hey, look, I don't know how I can help, but I'm here for you. That could carry them through so they don't feel alone. But there's a lot of suspicious shit going on with that. And from what I've heard, unfortunately, yes, the death toll is rising because they're finding people.
Yeah.
I have a feeling someone's going to get metaphorically hanged for this. I have a feeling there's going to be some government corruption or failures that happened.
Not in a blue state.
According to Mojo, also there were already 2 other fires near 2 other cities on Maui that were being battled, and it was mostly neighbors that fought those fires, not the fire department.
Yeah, I heard they were like,
wow.
They were taking water out of like swimming pools and shit.
Crazy.
I heard the same thing that Mojo heard.
The fact that the firefighters weren't the ones fighting the fires, though. It was other people trying to contain that damage.
Your infrastructure is completely burned to the ground, Oni. I mean, what are you going to do?
That was before.
Oh, bucket brigade and garden hoses. Yeah, basically, that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was before the fire that wound up consuming Maui.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a lot of failures. And that's a lot of people who lost their lives unnecessarily. So I don't mean to go back on that topic. It's been bothering me because the more and more that keeps getting revealed, it's like, wow, there's a lot of failures that the government didn't support the people like they should. I hope they remember. I hope the government remembers what Hawaii used to be like before they became a state. I hope they remember that a lot of those
Hawaiian
Pacific
Islands. Bras. Am I right? Am I right, fellas?
Wow.
A lot of those Pacific Islands were very, let's just say, combative and very aggressive. So I don't know why you're trying to do this to them. I don't think they've forgotten.
Probably not.
That's like trying to. They used shark teeth as saw blades on their weapons. That is not a way I would want to die. Maybe don't piss off those people.
Yeah, there were some wrestlers called the head shrinkers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're Samoan. Sorry, different island.
But why would you piss them off? Why would you do that shit?
Samoan.
They won't forget. Hawaii has not been a state for very long. They don't want. 1950s. It's not 1950. That's not pokey nom noms. That's straight up shredding. Thank you, Mojo. So it boggles my mind that the government is hurting and pissing off people who were known for their warrior culture. And I say that with pride. I say that with awe and respect. Warrior culture.
And where did the coconut bras come from?
Well, it's probably just convenience and because people are weird.
Boobies.
So I don't know. It blows my mind. Like, why would you piss off the very people who know how to kill people? They know how to fight. And they were good at it. Don't do that.
Coconut shells are a Hollywood thing. I refuse to believe that, Mojo. I refuse to believe that. I believe that's a real thing. The pig roasts and the coconut bras, the grass skirts, and the little hula girls that sit on the dashboard. I believe those are all real things. And if you like our content, please tell your friends. And if you don't have friends, tell your enemies, because at this point, we just need anybody to watch our show. We do appreciate the people that are in the chat. Shout out to our chatters and the people that come every single week. We appreciate you guys. Never wore shells of any kind, or tatas are normally too big. Now I'm curious, Mojo. Okay, we got to end it early. I'm going to talk to Mojo privately. No, just kidding.
Well,
Mojo is a plethora of knowledge. I know she's on the West Coast. I won't reveal where she is exactly, so she would know a lot about that stuff. We appreciate her insight. Coconut shells go back to King Arthur. Do they really? Is that real? Is that a real thing? Are you saying that coconut shells are natural push-up bras? Coconut sound makers.
It sounds like they would hurt.
Yeah. It's kind of like wearing one as a protector's cup. I'm not sure if I want that.
Yeah, that would not be
You hear like a thunk,
pleasant.
thunk. Oh. Little League World Series, the kids from Hawaii are wearing
God.
coconut cups.
Oh
my God. The thirst is real. Don't use thirst. You're too old for that term, Tear and Death. And if you say fire, I'm blocking you for 10 minutes.
Bitch up and wear it.
Manuel,
man.
That's
Mojo.
fire.
Men wore high heels like forever, like Renaissance era and before.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember back in the day, they were nicknamed pumpkin pants because they look like pumpkins. Essentially, I think it was like Queen Elizabeth.
Pumpkin spice.
Really liked certain men's legs. So she wanted them to wear as short of shorts as possible to show off their legs. That was in fashion. So, yeah, they wore some very poofy booty shorts back then.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
Woo!
Fashion's weird. Fashion's a trip. Follow history. Fashion is very interesting.
How dare you?
Yeah, she's all about the sensual side of life. LOL. Queen Victoria. Speaking of clothing, you could buy our merch, or AKA hashtag lag swag. I am not a criminal. Custom Xbox controller shirt, game controller. I can't say Xbox. Game controller shirt, the American Gamer shirt, or maybe like this is actually on the website too. This giant target on my chest, or the Garbage Human one that the infamous, awesome streamer we know as the Mariner wears from time to time as well. So check that out today. Our trivia question. If you guys didn't remember and you're still here through the whole show, we thank you for staying through the whole show.
Hi.
In Five Nights at Freddy's, the purple guy became who? A Mangle? B. Freddy Fazbear? Did I say that right?
Yes.
And C, Springtrap. Your last chance to guess in chat. You have 30 seconds. I'm surprised we didn't get flagged on this on YouTube.
Right? Fuckers.
They flag everything else. You're too entertaining. You're too funny. Your penis is too big, Chieftain. I can't help it.
We can't help you.
Okay.
Okay, so FaZe Bear. That was the question. And the answer is... Springtrap. Springtrap. Brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
No.
Brought to you by...
No. Freddy was one of the children. In the original series, Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, Golden Freddy, technically. The marionette.
Oh.
Foxy, they were all possessed by the children. Mangle was originally Funtime Foxy, but was basically just used as a children's toy to take apart and whatever, which is really sad. The purple guy was actually the antagonist. He was the one who kept killing all the children. He's the why the children's spirits were... Oh, yeah. He's the reason why the children's spirits got stuck in the animatronic.
Loud.
But then he's the one who wound up trying to escape. He wore the Springtime Bonnie costume, got caught in it, and it killed him, sort of. So he actually became Springtrap by it becoming his prison. So he's called the purple guy because his sprite was always depicted as purple.
I just saw that now, Oni. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's my phone has been not great. What the frick? So, purple was originally just to denote that he was a bad guy, that he wasn't normal. But then it became kind of the color of a corpse, which also worked for the story. But his name was William Afton. So, yeah.
Story time with Blacklight Oni.
Lore Sturf.
On NPR.
So yeah, he was called Springtrap because it used spring lock mechanisms in the suit. Ooh. And, well, he got trapped in it, so he became Springtrap.
He's dancing, dyeing his hair a natural color.
Yep. Trying to get in trouble.
Why are you getting in trouble? Why you got to be the one getting in trouble?
I'm a troublemaker, remember?
Oh my God.
Oh, we both are. Never mind.
Yeah. We are bad examples.
He's a rebel.
Rebel without a cause. I'm going platinum. Oh. There's a game called Demonologist. I'm looking at people.
Yeah.
I think so. I think I'm trying to remember which one that one is.
I think it's like
either
Phantasmagoria.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's a ghost hunting game.
Oh, okay.
I think it's one where there are different sigils in order to feel the demons, but you also, I think some of them, it's like you third person perspective, go through the house and it reveals hauntings and stuff. I think that's Demonologist.
Yeah, you're correct.
Ah, cool. Wow, my memory's pretty good. Wow, it's a shock.
Yeah, you got the correct bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hooray!
The reason why I ask is because a friend of ours is playing it.
Ooh. who? We're gonna raid somebody.
It's Tay.
Hi, I'm Tay.
Would you guys play that? Hi, I'm Tay. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3.
How'd your stream go?
Yeah. Or we could do my first kill, which you guys probably won't like. It's I don't know. She just does like just chatting, but I don't know what she talks about.
That's
She's
nice.
hot though.
Wow. Okay, that makes all the difference then.
Yeah. But It's Tay is pretty fun. She's entertaining. Give her that.
Yeah. Entertaining.
Let us entertain you.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Is that all we have, or do we have another topic?
No, I think we went through it in the bonus topic, right?
Yep, and the bonus topic. Yep.
Yay!
There's It's Tay.
See how quick it goes about here? I'm just saying.
Ned says hi. Hello, Ned. Violet joined the Ghost Hunters. Hello.
Love you,
Oh,
Hero,
yeah,
if you
she's a
watch
great
the
value
replay.
Ghostbuster. She's
What is
definitely a
that
great
next to
value
her?
Ghostbuster with pink hair.
Oh, that's a lava lamp. Oh, never mind.
She's hunting in her bikini.
Oh, God.
Going ghost hunting in my underwear.
Yeah.
Who wants to
I
come
don't
with
know.
me?
How do you do this? I haven't done it in a while. Was it slash raid?
I don't know.
Yeah. Flash raid and her name.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh.
So,
What was that?
on behalf of Soda, bottom right there, bottom
Have
left,
a good night.
Black Light Oni,
Hi.
I'm Chieftain. We're lagging out live, and we're gonna be rating It's Tay. Let her know that you had a good time here, and you want to have a good time there. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.